Welcome to Hilltop TV. My name is Brandon Shaw. We're here at Grand West Casino and we're sitting with Deftones, all the way from Sacramento, California. So have any of you guys been to South Africa before at all?
No, first time.
How's the reality of it being here?
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't really think too much about it. I just I knew it was a far place to come, and I wasn't sure if we'd ever come here. Anytime we go somewhere new, it's always exciting to think that we have people that listen to our music so far away. So we're excited to play. I think it's gonna be great. We try to have a good time and go up there and do the best we can, and hopefully they'll be receptive to it.
Saturday Night Wrist. When you look back on it, is it your 5th studio album? With all due respect, with the passing of Chi, it was the last album you played on. So thinking back on that, like, what does that mean to you guys? It's
pretty wild. I mean, and actually, that record actually took us like 3 years to make. I think it was, it was a lot more downs than ups. I think making it was just a crazy time. Eventually, it got finished, and I think it turned out pretty good. It's still not one of my favorite records of us, and I think maybe because of that reason, because it was recorded in such a long period of time, in like 14 different studios, and different cities. I mean, with 3 different producers. So it's hard for me to hear it as a cohesive piece of work. It's like it sounds fragmented to me.
It's very pieced together too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
so by the end, I mean, we had like all these different hard drives. We were taking like drums that were recorded in the living room in Malibu, like mixing them with like guitars that we recorded here. So it was like, and none of us were really around each other at the time when we were putting it together, because we were kind of salvaging and what we had, and in retrospect, it's kind of cool for that reason in a way too. I mean, it makes it something different. Now, I wouldn't want to do it again, but yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's a little fragmented to me, but there's still some good parts of it, and it's not something that I don't want to play. That record is really a snapshot of some dark times,
Yeah, I mean, looking back now, it was brutal. It was some of the worst times of my life, I mean, it is what it is, and
The record that's hard for me to play sometimes is the self-titled record, because there's some songs on that record that I don't even I can't even connect with anymore in my life. I just feel that, I mean, and it's weird because I can connect with songs like from my first record that I wrote when I was 15 years old, but just for some reason that era was pretty dark. I think we refer to it as the dark days of our, and that was the record right before Saturday Night Wrist, so that was a beginning.
Kind of led into each other too.
Yeah, so it was just a weird time, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's hard to reflect on those times, you know what I mean? We were trying to play one song the other day. I was thinking it was like Battle Axe. That's what we were trying to play. And I couldn't remember the words, so I pulled them up on the internet, and then I started reading them, and I was just like, oh man, I don't want to sing that at all. Just like it was just a trip.
Having lived through the era where kids used to queue up outside for midnight releases, and going from that to now being able to download a band's entire discography in mere minutes, do you think that it undervalues like the artist's material that they're bringing out?
As a fan of music who grew up doing that, waiting for a record, hearing a single maybe, but waiting for the record, couldn't wait to hear it. That kind of thing is gone. The mystique is gone. And like you said, someone can go and download a whole catalog and in minutes, and then sometimes it's like overwhelming. There's so much there, and you don't really get into it as much because it's just like, less is more. I believe a lot of times too, and everything's so easy to attain that you don't appreciate it. I guess we don't look at making records any different than we did then. I think we have to still keep in mind that we're trying to make something special, whether we know that people are going to get it for free or people are going to buy it. I still think we put the same amount of energy and thought into making the record. So it doesn't change the way we go into doing it, but we've always been passionate about making records, so whether people buy them or not, we're pretty passionate about it. And the fact is that I guess we sell enough records that we're still able to do it. So we're very appreciative of that.
And what is the hardest song to pull off live that you kind of, if I have to, I'll do it? Or
Leathers off our new record is hard to sing. I didn't realize that when I was doing it in the studio that it's a lot. It's like constant singing. There's not like one break in the whole song, so it's kind of a hard one to sing. I got to kind of warm up to that one, and we'll start playing again. It's not that hard. I'm just being a pussy.
Any kind of bucket list while you're here that you want to do, like South African bucket list,
I was wondering if you could skateboard on top of Table Mountain since it's so flat.
I actually had shark diving expedition planned, but it was canceled due to weather. By the grace of God, and just enamored by the beauty, you know. So, thanks for having us.
Thank you guys.
Right on. Thank you,
and
man.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to the show. I'll let you guys go and warm up. This is Brandon Shaw signing off for the Deftones.